Hey, it's Ryan. Welcome to episode 11 of the 650L Project Bike video series. And today we got the staple gun out because we have brand new seat foam and a brand new seat cover and all the things we need to make that happen. So from Guts Racing, got brand new seat foam. The seat cover itself is out baking in the sun to make it a little easier to manipulate. Stole the staple gun from my mother, have some extra staples, and I just got back from the store with some 3M high strength 90 contact adhesive. So I'll do a small test run to make sure it doesn't eat the foam or anything, but that's what the internet told me to use, and who knows. But the internet can't be wrong, right? So yeah, I think what I decided color wise and like looks wise for the bike, we're gonna try and keep it look stock, meaning white fenders with the blue backgrounds. So we need the white front fender, but the original seat cover is just red and has a 650. So I went with a solid red seat cover from Guts. So it'll look a little fancy, but that's still the same red look. So that's enough of me talking. We'll jump into the assembly and we'll see how this one goes. Okay, I got the seat off of the bike. You can see some of the, I don't know if you can see, some of the staples already kind of hanging out already. I'm sure my seat cover job's going to look about as good as this one. But I'm going to start removing all of these, get this old seat cover and foam off, and then we'll start putting the new stuff on. There we go. Old ripped covered off. And this is why I went with the new seat foam, because whoever had it before me shaved it. And I don't need that. I'm not tall by any means, but I don't need that little dip in there. And this stuff's just old. It's starting to fall apart. So now I got to get the foam off of the base. And hopefully that's not too messy. But as you can see, here's a pile of all the rusty staples. Oh, nice. Not bad at all. Perfect. Now. Well, not bad. Came off pretty clean. Just gonna clean this up so that we have a nice clean surface for the new adhesive. Alright, so I ended up power washing it, so I'll walk you through the steps of what I did. Little carb cleaner, took off some of the grime and gunk and whatever, and then I took some Goo Gone, applied a layer of that, let it sit, used the wire brush to loosen that up, and then to finish it off, I went and took it outside and power washed it, which got kind of all the big remaining chunks and any residue. And then once I power washed it, I scrubbed it with just a little scrub brush and some Dawn soap to make sure that we have a nice clean surface. And now I'm just drying it off. I'm gonna go put it in the sun for a little bit. But that's all the steps I did to get this plastic, what I feel is prepped appropriately for the adhesive and the new foam. All right, the base is cleaned up, dried off. Here is the new foam. I'll just do a little test fit before we start gluing stuff down. Feels pretty good. Looks pretty good. All right, and here's the contact adhesive I'm going to use. My plan is I'm going to spray some on the seat base and then on the back side of the foam, kind of where they're going to mate up. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm going to do a small test run on the foam, make sure nothing crazy happens to it, but this is what was recommended online, so it shouldn't be a problem. Make sure that sits good. What you didn't see off camera is I sprayed the bottom of the seat, or the bottom of the foam as well. It's sitting well. Well, I did spray myself with a little bit on accident, but overall not bad. Not bad at all. To be honest, I think I did a little overkill based on some of the videos I've watched, but I don't want this thing peeling off. And you saw that when I took the old one off too. It wasn't like the glue is really the primary factor to hold it on. It's more of just a placeholder for the foam. So I think we're good to go. And yeah, I have the seat cover inside. It's all still nice and warm from sitting in the sun, and we'll see if this staple gun's gonna cut it or not. The old Ryobi. We'll start with the front here. Okay. So you can kind of at least get an idea of what it's gonna look like. Now we're just gonna have to wrestle this thing on there. Like I said, this is my first time doing this, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. That didn't work. That did work. All right, this is already not fun. All right, learning as I go here. Pain in the ass. This isn't going that well. And the staples that I did get in, I'm feeling the sides, and also I'm feeling a bunch of staples. So, my fault completely. I was using 1/2-inch staples, which was way too long. Luckily, I had some 1/4-inch, so we're going to try that. Because the length for the sides and for right here where the foam is thin, they were not poking through the fabric, but I could feel them with my hand. So I had to take all of them out, and now we're going to try it with the correct staples. And I have this thing cranked to max because a couple times it wasn't even going through the plastic. So we're learning. All right, that was very challenging and not that fun. But I think it looks pretty good. It's not perfect, especially if you start comparing where the seams line up, but it's pretty dang good. So here it is. See, like, this is a little off, but I don't think it's anything like super bad, and I'm definitely not pulling out any more staples. It's not pretty down here, but I think it'll stay on. So oh man, that's kind of on the edge there. But yeah, be ready to have some patience with this. Maybe have a better staple gun. It worked okay. And I think this would have been a little less frustrating if I had the right staples the first time, as in the length. So I'll put it on the bike, and hopefully it looks pretty good. All right, here it is on the bike. I think it looks good, but I think what's throwing me off is that everything else still kind of looks worn out. And it's just a little bit too new. My plan is that these are gonna come off, and then the white front fender, and I think it'll make the seat look a little better. What's throwing me off is the difference in the red here, but that problem's gonna go away. So yeah, like I said, it matches that all red seat from the stock seat, but add the ribs in there. Guts logo. I decided to not do the Guts logo on the side, which I'm still happy with. All right, thanks for tuning in. This one was a pain, but I think it looks good. It's not perfect. We'll see if it holds up. If anything, it was a great learning lesson. I'll be able to do it a little more efficiently from the start for the next time we do a seat. Like I said earlier, gonna peel these off and start cleaning this thing up. And I went for a little ride on it this morning, and everything feels pretty good. So, yeah, we got some fins to shave still. We got some suspension work to do, and the list goes on and on. So we'll see you guys next time.